Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we got some good old royalties here, the Uma Musume epidemic. Let's get into it. Bro, Uma Musume is so good. I love Uma Musume. I finished the first season, it was fucking great, and I'm like halfway through the second season. I need to finish that one. But yeah, fucking rice shower, best girl of her season. And I cannot wait to get to fucking Archeon. She's like a fucking hoot.
So unless you've been in a nuclear fallout shelter, or actually off the internet contributing to society, making connections, memories, and even perhaps contributing to that 401k, and maybe committing a bit of tax evasion, we don't judge here, but you
damn straight it's your right as an American to commit tax evasion.
probably don't know what's been happening on the internet as of late, and that's a good thing. Most of it can be ignored nowadays.
Is this fucking Russian badger, by the way? Fucking Russian badger in the background.
You probably don't even know what soggy biscuit is. Don't Google it, it's not worth it. But there has been an epidemic you probably don't know about that has blown out of proportion these past few months. And it has been everywhere. Every platform, even on the news. Any form of short content has been infected. Even my
your queen, Harurara, rest in peace, Harurara.
reels. My reel.
Fucking gold shit, man. Fucking funny. Bro, gold shit is such a troll.
The one that is basically bipolar with how it switches from borderline
Ah, yes, I get a lot of these frequently in my For You page.
racist memes to all around just random things. Like it goes from Bible verses to absolute gruesome traffic accidents, mainly located in India for some reason. Like yesterday, I'm pretty sure I saw a person get turned into a foldable chair by an elephant. Involuntarily. It was horrifying. If I ever was going to open my reels in public, full volume, it would be like playing Russian roulette with 5 out of 6 bullets loaded, and the bullets are filled with compressed horse semen. And
Jesus.
If you get that reference, you're f***ing old. Just had to keep your ego in check. But speaking of horse semen,
I don't, so I'm not that old.
and glue factories, you may have or may not have noticed the horse girl epidemic. Yes, an influx of female horses on the aforementioned platforms. Like, I kid you not, it is being brute forced to everyone, primarily because these just aren't normal horses. These horses are horse girls. Anime horse girls, to be
damn straight they're anime horse girls, all based off of real life horses that raced in Japan.
specific. And I will be honest, they've kinda grown on me. And yes, once again, Japan is behind this. Not only do we have an anime about a vending machine
Bro, that's so fucking weird, dude. Dude, there's a fucking anime. There's an isekai about a goddamn sword. We have isekais, quite literally the title of the isekais are quite literally just the fucking plot of the isekai now. Like, bro, the fucking... I was betrayed by my goddamn party, so I found a secret hack that made me reach level 999, and now I'm gonna exact my revenge on them. That's literally a title of an isekai anime. It's like, bro, why put out the anime? You just described what it's about. Move on to the next fucking anime. Like, bro.
isekai, and let's not forget that one Austrian painter.
Yo, let's go. Bro. I started in World War II Germany, but I got hit by Dracula and now I'm reincarnated as a lolly. Bro, the fact that Japan literally made fucking Hitler a lolly is the funniest thing to me. Why is she so adorable?
Isekai, and that manga about a dog man that wants to touch one of his parents for revenge.
What the
and
fuck?
I can't even say the title of said manga because there's a slur at the start. But but we also
it's that fucking manga? Oh, wow. I I knew it was fucking that.
have horse girls now. And of course I'm talking about Ume Musume, which recently, as of around July, has blown up significantly, partly due to the world release of Ume Musume Pretty Derby, which is a game that released globally in June, but has been available to the Japanese audience since 2021. These motherfuckers were holding out on us. What else are they hiding? High School of the
School of the Dead season 2, 3, and 4? Is that Bro, what do you expect from Japan? It's a literal gacha game. Come on. These are the same people that quite literally brought us fucking what? As Your Lane. They brought us Fate, Grand Order, and they brought us shit. What other fucking Fate Arcadia? And like what other fucking I'm trying to think. Arc Knights. I think that one's also Japanese. I could be wrong. But still, like, dude, there are so many gachas that have released from Japan. Like, it was bound to happen. We were bound to get a horse girl gacha game.
Dead Season 2, Iron Fortress Season 2, another f***ing Toradora season, but before
fucking No Game No Life Season 2? I'm still hoping.
This Uma Musume was a manga, an anime with multiple seasons, with multiple spin-offs and even a movie, but mainly it has seen
Wait, the Tachyon one's a movie?
Spin-offs and
Uma Musume Cinderella Grey. All right.
even a movie.
Beginning of a New Era? Oh, is fucking Tachyon part of Beginning of a New Era, the movie? Oh, that's neat. Well, looks like I know what I have to watch.
But mainly it has seen a surge in popularity due to the game now being available to the rest of the world. But it was popular beforehand. But what is Uma Musume? What are these horse girls in quotations? What is the best horse girl? Why is the game seeing such a spike in popularity?
Jesus.
Why is it all over my For You page? Is the community that insane? And no,
yes, we are.
there are no femboy horses. I know you were gonna ask, you sicko.
If you want to get into the nitty gritty of it, some of those horses are technically boys in real life. Like Goldship is a dude in real life with like over what 500 kids. Then you have fucking Tachyon who has like over 900. I think I saw like an image of that where it's like, oh, it was like Goldship with like her 500 kids. And then it was like Tachyon with her like 900 kids. And I was like, bruh, these horses fucking don't play games.
First, the plot of Uma Musume basically goes like this. A bunch of horse girls, each being unique in their own way and with their own personalities, all attend a school called Trace and Academy to become top racers and also idols. For some reason. And no, nobody is riding the horse girls. They are not centaurs. And apart from their ears, tails, and shoes looking like horseshoes, and they also have horse strength and speed, and they even weigh the same as horses. But apart from that, they are completely humanoid. But not all the horses in the game are actually girls.
Like I said!
Or are they? Well, all the horses in Uma Musume are actually
that's why she was walking like that. This is the reference to why fucking Take was walking like that.
based on actual horses, or more
it's fucking hilarious. Oh, look, Archeon. Or Akron, Archeon, I don't know. Too many fucking words mean the same shit. The actual horse. Well, look at that good boy.
accurately are the embodiment of them.
Look at those boys. Look at those boys. Such good horses. Fucking gold shit.
And a lot of them were stallions, just turned
Damn
into
straight.
cute anime girls.
Would it be the first time Japan turned guys into girls? Fate, King Arthur, Arturia. Oh man, sorry, I had a cough there. Nero.
Japan well and truly is ahead of its time. In the anime itself, you can actually find a bunch of moments that actually happened in real life. Like the horse.
Funny enough, the older female commentator is the actual female commentator that commentated during these races when these horses were in play.
Jungle Pocket doing a Raw after achieving a victory in 2001 for the Tokyo Yushin. Ogre Cap was very uninterested in things outside of eating and running, both of which are shown in the anime. This is the sin of gluttony, and
that's why she's always fucking eating. Now I get it. Now I get it. I was always like, God damn, she eating like a lot of rice. She's literally me, eating like the amounts of rice that I be eating and whatnot. So relatable, so relatable. But I was always like, damn, why does she always have like this comically large proportion of food? Now I get it. It's because she was the actual horse was a massive glutton IRL.
Shook his head before races, which is also shown in the anime. And he also befriended a cat that previously hated him. And then there's Gold Ship, who is not...
Fucking Gold Ship. Let's go. Best troll on in the entire goddamn fucking anime.
Only a fiend in the anime, but there's also one in real life. And one of these instances is captured in the anime, where he was too busy arguing with another horse to actually race. Whilst it's unclear what he actually was doing, in real life this did happen.
Yeah, it's funny because this is known as like the 100 billion yen incident or something like that, which is where people bet like essentially Gold Ship had like 100 billion. It's either 1 billion or 100 billion, somewhere between there, 110 or 100. I forget the specific number, but I know it was in the billion. And everyone bet on Gold Ship to win, only for Gold Ship to come in last, and everyone lost so much money. It was so it's so funny we actually read about that.
Happened, and it cost people betting on him 12 billion yen, which is roughly $80 million. But more about the lore of some horses later on. But if you're one person to worry about spoilers, try and avoid the win history of any of the horses in the anime. But for some fucking reason, this anime and movies about horse girls racing looks like it had 20 times the budget of something like Blue Lock. Look, it is...
Bro, okay. Bro, I'm tired of people fucking hating on Blue Lock. This man did everything he could by himself, okay? The reason Blue Lock season 2 was so ass is because literally everyone in the animation department fucking quit except for one dude, and it was on this one dude to like make the entire season. So it's like, come the fuck on, y'all be fucking, why don't y'all try to animate this shit by yourselves, one man fucking army? All right,
actually become a meme online talking about the animation comparison, but there might actually be a reason for that. And that's because not only is Ume Musume huge in Japan to the point where it holds the title for the most sold Blu-ray in TV anime history for its season 2, horse racing in general in Japan is quite popular, with Japan holding the top 2 biggest horse racing courses, with more than 21,000 horse races held each year, with 15 million fans turning up to.
Bro, I thought like America was big on racing because of the whole like, oh, the like people blowing all the money at the tracks and all this shit. God damn, Japan just be blowing it out of the water when it comes to horse racing. Shit.
Who said horse races each year just in Japan alone. Yes, horse racing in Japan is a big deal, and the horses themselves have their own fans and fan clubs. A good example is Haru, who is in the anime, who was a horse that in real life lost 113 races with no wins. But she did win one for retired horses, so that counts. That does count. But even though she lost so many races...
At least she got one win before she passed, man. At least she got one. Like, bro, the fucking Harurara fans are fucking rabid, man. The fact that her fans, or Haru's fans, quite literally fucking started making merch out of like the losses and whatnot, and talismans and whatnot, and like shirts and all this other stuff. is like, that's some real dedication, man. And the fact that there was quite literally a web page dedicated to sending where you could literally buy grass for Haru Urara, and the fact that people were sending like pounds upon pounds of grass to her, it's like, bro, her fans fucking next level, man. You thought VTuber fans were fucking insane? Let's not talk about Haru Urara fans.
And had quite the sad story around retirement. She won the hearts of many and was named the shining star of losers everywhere, or the star of underdogs everywhere.
The fact that the owner fucking hated that shit. He hated that name because it painted like Haru in like a bad light in his eyes. And it was like, bruh. It kind of sucks. He also hated the fact that, you know, all they were making all this fan merch and selling all this fan merch, mostly because he wasn't actually receiving a cut out of like what they were making and the profits that they were making out of Haru Urara's losses. But like, that's completely understandable because the dude was like, I think he was like going nearly bankrupt. He was about to like have to sell the farm and sell Haru and whatnot and all that shit. And I think I forget how he was able to keep everything. I don't think shit, like this is I don't remember all of the Haru Urara fucking facts off the top of my head. I don't remember if he was able to keep Haru or if Haru had to go to like another farm.
And kept racing no matter how many times she lost, something that is also displayed in the anime. On her 100th loss, over 5,000 people in 2003 came to watch, and in 2004 she actually saved a race course called the Kochi race course that was struggling at the time and was about to go bankrupt. But so many people showed up and bet on Haru even though the odds were terrible. And they primarily did this because it was Haru, and betting on Haru was sort of like a good luck charm. But the lost bets and charms made from Haru's hair was enough to save the racetrack. And Haru was loved as a horse that kept losing but never gave up. And that love is being once again conveyed to this day in the anime and the games community.
Why don't you ever give up? Because she never did. Haru.
So next time you're chasing your losses, ask yourself, would Haru give up? And then spit.
No, let's not promote gambling shit.
In that slot machine, the bonus will come eventually. You can actually donate ryegrass to some of these horses that are still alive, and Haru received so much recently to the point where they broke the website. And she is not the only one people have found love.
Really? Right in front of my Haru Urara. Look at Haru eating all the rice. Or not the rice, the fucking grass and shit. Like I said, I didn't want to bring up the fact that the website broke because I didn't remember if people actually broke it, giving Haru all that fucking grass. I do, like I said, her fucking fans are rabid. They literally broke a website to give her grass.
4. A lot of people have fallen in love with these horses and their in real life counterparts' stories. To the point where there's a tiny bit of infighting in the Uma Musume community about which horse is the best, but more about the community in a bit. But I can almost guarantee you the one CEO that approved the creation of a manga, anime and game about horse girls racing has just secured the popularity of horse racing for at least the next decade. We already have Uma Musume cosplayers simulating races. And also a collab with KFC.
That is fucking insane! No shot! They're actually dressing up like the horses and running. That's wild. That must be annoying as shit to do though. But I'm sure they're having absolute fun. Annoying as shit by like having like a dress up like this and then run in these outfits. I'm sure that must be like fucking physically draining. But I can also guarantee that they're having so much fun doing it, man. Just so much fun. To be that free, on God. That's the dream right there.
Have Uma Musume cosplayers simulating races. And also a collab with KFC for some reason. But after seeing the
fucking Gold Ship. Of course it's Gold Ship having the KFC collab. Why wouldn't it be Gold Ship?
Fifth Gold Ship meme on my feed, I had to see what all the fuss was about. So I checked out the lore of some of the horses, watched the anime, took a look around the community, and downloaded the game that everyone was talking about that had recently made this franchise about humanoid horse girls blow up even more. And was I disappointed? In parts, yes. And I'll let you guess those parts. The anime
fandom. The fucking fans. The fans that quite literally just cannot seem to respect the guidelines. I can guarantee it's those fans.
It was good. I specifically enjoyed Cinderella Grey, which recently concluded, and the movie I haven't got around to watching yet. The game being the first so-called gacha game I've ever really played. Yes, Uma Musume took my gacha virginity. We're ignoring the one time I played Genshin Impact, because that was kind of...
Yeah, we're ignoring Genshin. Let's ignore Genshin. Sweats and fucking Nuvalette and Arlecchino.
like Mormon soaking, it doesn't really count. But from the game, I first thought I broke it by alt-tabbing because it just kept playing the intro music concept over and over. When I got past that, I went through the hellishly long tutorial, and then I could finally do the...
Bro, that fucking tutorial is ungodly long for a fucking gacha tutorial. I was like, bro... I literally was like, I ain't reading all that. Skip. Now I don't know what the fuck to do.
Best part of the game. Gambling. Of which I was finally guaranteed the character I wanted to play. Gold Ship. I mainly stuck to career mode because any other game mode except a few is you versus other players, and I just want you to know I've never seen so many sweaty little pay-to-win whales.
Jesus Christ.
Hell, how many of you came over from War Thunder and sold your grandparents to slavery to pay for the top tier characters? But you quickly find in the game you're not actually playing it. You're kind of just a cuck in the corner watching the gameplay like an actual horse spectator and hoping you...
Not the fucking sneako cuck. Yeah, that's also one of the reasons why I'm like, about it, because it's like 90% of the game is you watching the horse girls race. The other 5% is you training the horse girls, and the last 5% is quite literally you essentially gambling to try to get another horse girl. But a majority of it is like watching the fucking race, and if your horse wins, watching the concert. If it doesn't, talking to the horse and going through all the dialogue. It's like, goddamn.
Trains the best stats to beat all the other horses, but it is still quite fun. But once again, I mainly stuck to career mode with Gold Ship. I won my first few races and it went downhill from there, with my career ending before I hit the third goal, and Gold Ship was immediately shipped off to the glue factory, never to be seen again.
Bro, why the fuck is Taco Bell the glue factory? What the fuck did Taco Bell do to catch these strays, man? Bro, I got my own Taco Bell burritos right here. We're gonna heat those bitches up in a bit once I'm done recording this shit. What Taco Bell do to you, royalty?
Again, but you will be seeing her on a Prit Stick in the future. I still haven't fully beaten the career mode with Gold Ship, but I'm not...
Bro, I think that's already a thing. I think there's already people at like anime conventions that are selling glue with the horse girls on them, so that way people buy the horse girl glue.
Giving up. I am enjoying it though. Yes, I'm enjoying the first gacha game I have ever played, but I did not enjoy looking into the community.
Yeah.
Now with the community of Uma Musume, you will quickly find yourself either being spammed with Gold Ship memes.
Hello everyone! Go bananas with Uma Musume!
Okay.
I didn't do that for months. I didn't drop a bomb.
Or something to do with...
Yo! Where are those memes? I want those fucking memes. I want the second one. All I get are the fucking Mambo memes. Like, bro. What the fuck?
Uma Musume!
I didn't do that for months. I didn't drop a bomb.
Or something to do with Mambo.
Someone's at the door.
Yes.
Mambo! Mambo!
Or a post about how much they love Agnes and would do anything for said horse.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the people that take it to a concerning level. Like, what the fuck is that? There's also one guy that spams every reel to do with Agnes, and that is just peak unemployment. But there is a rule in the community. Don't lewd the horses, and that is already asking too much of the internet. There are some people that would goon to pictures of themselves with the Snapchat filter that turns you into the opposite gender.
No, that's fucking wild. Literally gooning to pictures of you being gender bendered.
So I don't even think these horses are safe. But the community kind of...
They are not, and it's honestly pissing a lot of people off because this is coming literally from them. And what these fucking morons don't realize is that they could kill the game worldwide if these fucking retards keep doing this. They could quite literally just kill the fucking game if they wanted to. Why? Because it's literally in their guidelines. It's like, don't loot the horses because these are based off of real horses. And the owners have asked nicely not to loot the horses.
Doesn't want you to do this primarily because of the creators of Uma Musume. Sai Games in Japan have a rule about creating certain art pieces of the horses because once again they were actual horses, and some of their trainers who treat these horses like family would be pissed to see one of their stallions that was probably a legend drawn doing some heinous shit, and would probably sue Sai Games if they found out. But they're okay with them being anime girls, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And as people said online, Sai Games probably wants to keep a good reputation with the Japanese Racing Association, so they can keep pumping out content with actual horses used as inspiration. But people outside of Japan still do it. Just most fans tell you if you do stuff like that, keep it to yourself or just don't do it at all. They don't want another Overwatch situation where most people remember the online animations more than the actual game. But in the community you can also...
I literally I remember that fucking Overwatch post. It's like someone literally said, I didn't know Tracer was a lesbian because every animation I see of her is her gobbling dick. It was like, bruh. I was like, yeah, that's understandable. Literally.
Find an arms race where people are fighting for who is the best horse. You got the Ogre Cap fans, the Rice Shower fans, obviously the Agnes fans, the Haru enjoyers, and the Gold Ship and Gold Family fans. Because
damn
apparently
straight.
Being a good racer or a good racer and mentally deranged is a hereditary gene in the Gold Ship family. And there are a lot...
Yeah, they're fucking weird. Fucking horses, man. The fucking entire fucking bloodline of the Gold family. It's so fucking like... Yeah, Gold Ship being the weirdest one of them all, but they're all quirky in their own way.
Lot of them. But despite this active battleground, the community has come together a bunch of times. Now, if you haven't heard of W Place, it's basically a global map where you can draw on a specific location and it is displayed to everyone else drawing on the map. You have fandoms that battle other fandoms in specific locations for their drawings to stay, and some people even take it as far as getting hundreds of bots just to maintain certain spots.
Jesus,
but what else
man.
you may not know is that a lot of the horses in the game, their in real life counterparts are unfortunately not with us anymore. Some refer to the game as a digital graveyard of sorts because there is only like 2 horses in the game that are actually still alive. However, in August, the community
Gold Ship is one of those.
Came together, as one of the horses in the game, Grass Wonder, had recently passed away, and in one location on W Place there was a tribute to him, which is an impressive feat with all the communities that will battle for a single location. But these people managed to maintain this memorial for a while before it was eventually destroyed, with many putting the blame on the Deltarune fandom. And fucking hell, I did not know you could actually develop a slur for a fandom. Do not mess.
No, they made a slur for these fucking people. That's wild. What's the Deltarune slur? I got it. Please tell me he says it.
These people's horses. But I will say it was sort of cute.
I need to Google that. What the fuck? Yo, what? I don't give a fuck about your fucking policy. Ugh. Damn it, I can't find it. That's annoying, but that's so funny. The fact that the fucking Uma Musume community quite literally developed a slur specifically for the Deltarune fandom is hilarious. Like I said, these people are more rabid than VTuber fans.
Fallen away, making a tribute for a horse that most people had never even seen in person, and people outside of Japan probably only knew because of the anime girl persona. It's kind of wholesome in a way. And it wouldn't be the only time, as unfortunately quite recently the horse who never gave up and had just won her first race, Haruura, as of September 9th, had passed away. There were many tributes both online and in physical locations for her, and on Wplace they engulfed certain places.
Jesus fucking Christ, they went nuts with Haru. I like this one, the brainless eating the grass. I love this one. This is funny. This was cute. I wonder why there's so much food today. Haru. Bro, I heard that and I was like genuinely sad when I heard that Haru passed. I was like, no. It's like, it's bound to happen. Like, eventually we'll get the news that, you know, also Goldship has passed away and whatnot, and we'll probably see something similar to this. I can't say if it'll be bigger or it'll be like the earlier one. Shit, I forgot her name. Sorry. Like the one for Grass Wonder. I don't know if Goldship's passing will be like a small tribute like Grass Wonder, if it'll be something like this, like Haru Urara. But I know that it probably will be pretty big when Crash Ship passes.
In Japan with art of her. Looking around, it was actually surprising how
3-month-old Uma Musume fans and middle-aged Japanese gambling addicts today. Oh, Haru.
many people truly felt something upon hearing about the news of her passing, even though they had never met the horse or had any interaction with her. Once again, it's wholesome in a way. And looking at her memorial on the Wplace today, it's actually expanded. But what else is impressive about this community is the amount of shitposts. First, they've added a bunch of mods to games like Left 4 Dead, adding Uma Musume to it.
Mambo, omatsuri mambo, dabu dabu, yuda yuda, omatsuri mambo.
I can't tell if she's supposed to be the pipe bomb or the gnome, but this community has been circulating shitposts.
Why can't she be both, royalty? She can be both. The countdown for the explosion is her singing.
Posts for years, and I just realized yesterday they were behind a very popular one 2 years ago of one of the horse girls singing Mustard Ballin' whilst walking down the street.
Dude, I fucking love this one. I remember seeing this one back in the day too, and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. I love this.
Like, I wasn't the only one that
No! Why do you keep cutting it off?
realized this was an Uma Musume girl, and it had like 2 million views and it was shared everywhere.
Yeah, I also didn't know it was fucking Take. I was always like, I wonder who that is. I wonder what anime that is. Like, genuinely. I was always like that thought, every time I saw that clip, I was always like, God damn, what fucking anime is this? This anime looks fucking hilarious.
Community has a lot of influence. Even Goldship became a VTuber at one point and joined HoloLive on stage. Anything but training. She can also be found on the Uma Musume YouTube channel, which has given birth to a lot of slop for the community, and she's also played Poppy's Playtime. Pretty sure there's not a soul that hasn't played that game at this point. But that is
I haven't played that game. Then again, I don't have a soul, so I guess he's technically correct.
Basically the community. These people really love these horses. But really quickly, I just wanted to speak about the best part of Uma Musume for me. The horse lore.
Yo, it's so good.
So surprisingly, a lot of these horses have a lot of lore to them. Goldship, or Golshi, the horse I've mentioned about 20 times in this video, and is basically the community's mascot at this point, but in real life they are a big troll. Not only, as mentioned before, did he lose people about $80 million, but he also tried to constantly attack his trainer. In some videos he even tried to get into a position to straight up kick him, and was all
yeah. I heard there was one where he was like supposed to be like being shown off and whatnot. I think this was in retirement, but like he was being like I said, shown off and whatnot. Like they brought him to so that way people could see him and like admire Goldship and whatnot, and admire the stallion that is Goldship. And Goldship, I think he got a whiff of mare and quite literally got an erection, and they couldn't do anything about it. And he was at the time. Like they literally couldn't do anything about it, and he basically had an erection the entire time during his showing. It was the funniest thing, and people were just like, "Yeah, just ignore it. It's just Goldship behavior. Ignore it."
around well known to be very unpredictable, but he absolutely loved his groomer, immediately recognizing him at one of their reunions, and spotted him out of all the people present and came to say hi. However, despite Goldship being this chaotic, he was also an absolute powerhouse when he was in the mood to win, with him winning 11 races in a row and most times always being in the top 5, which is something he may have inherited from his father, who was Stay Gold and had the same record as his son and the same temperament. His mother Point Flag, although having a limited career, also had quite the stats, but Goldship apparently didn't like being raised by his mother much. When he was born, apparently due to her neglecting him, he would only really be seen around her when nursing. Despite his career, Goldship would retire in 2015 and become a
Bro, the fact that Goldship is faster post-retirement says a lot about how much he actually tried during those races. Because a lot of horses, when they retire, they typically run slower than when they did while in circuit. Why? Because, you know, they're older, they've strained their muscles constantly racing, constantly trying to win and whatnot, always like them being constantly pushed to their limit, so that way they can be as fast as possible for the race, so that way they can try to come in first. Goldship was like, nah fam, you ain't seen nothing yet, and was faster and more athletic post-retirement. It was the funniest thing.
A breeding stallion. And boy did he have a successful career.
Oh, yeah.
He fathered approximately 517 children in total. The child support would go
with a 99.6% successful breeding rate.
Crazy. But there was one thing which horse professionals noticed when Goldship retired. Often horses that race and retire have damaged or somewhat impacted muscle health, primarily due to the racing and training. However, Goldship was completely fine, and it's assumed when racing he never truly gave it his all.
Yep.
So this motherfucker could have done more, he just didn't want to. As of right now though, Goldship is still alive, living in the same place his father Stay Gold did, and also the late Grass Wonder. He would actually go out of his way to go see Grass Wonder and go greet him, of which Grass Wonder would actually get really happy, and the two of them would harass the other horses. When Grass Wonder passed, it was said Goldship was in an awful mood and quite depressed following his passing. I personally didn't know horses had this much personality. They're like big dogs. I previously thought they behaved like NPCs without scripts. But for a chaotic horse, Goldship has quite the personality and relationships. The horse Ogre Cap was a monster on the horse track, and was said to be responsible for a boom in horse racing from 1987 to 1990, and had the nicknames Grey Monster and the Idle Horse. Because despite being born somewhat weak and his mother not being able to supply enough sustenance to her child, Ugly Cap would grow to dominate the horsing scene, winning 22 times, being in the top 5 31 times, and only being in the lower top 5 twice. His trainer noted that the horse only really loved sleeping, eating, and racing. He would be named the Idle Horse due to how many fans he would attract to his races. However, the same fans are said to have been very vocal that the horse had done enough, because as said once again, racing is a lot for a horse. And on his last race, which he won in 1991, he would retire. And like other horses, became a breeding stallion, of which he would retire from that in 2007. And in retirement, he would befriend a cat and live his days peacefully on the fields.
Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. He befriended a cat that quite literally didn't like him at first. That's some new level of shit, man. Dude, fucking horses, man. They're so fucking full of so much personality. It's insane, man.
2010, he would unfortunately pass due to a leg injury at the age of 25. A monument was erected, and still to this day his life is celebrated in July each year. Agnes is another fan favourite who was a horse that didn't take part in many races. But in the races they did take part in, they completely dominated the competition, sometimes by many lengths and breaking records. He was expected to win the Triple Crown, which is winning 3 specific races in a row, but he would be known and respected as the Phantom Triple Crown instead. As on his last race that he won, they noticed an injury which led to his retirement in the same year. He, like the rest, would become a breeding horse and was known as a successful sire for horse breeding, but he would unfortunately suffer a heart failure and pass in 2009 at the age of 11. I think if Agnes didn't get that injury, the horse would have absolutely destroyed most other horses of that time. But now not only are they remembered for the fact every race they were in they won, they are now also remembered as a direct and intelligent horse girl that the community has become absolutely obsessed with.
Bro, we love Agnes Tachyon, man. She literally broke the Speed Force, man. Have you not seen that shit in the anime? She's literally fucking beating out Barry Allen for fastest being alive.
Dude, let's kill the horse.
What?
I'm so tired, Finn.
In conclusion, going into this, I thought this whole thing would be more like Genshin Impact and have a community just as worse as Genshin, but it isn't that bad and I'm actually enjoying playing the gacha. The community itself, despite loving the horses a bit too much, are kind of wholesome in a way with how they respect these horses that these anime girls are based on. The whole concept of Mamusume is unique, even though we have other titles like girls named after warships and in other cases guns, but this one I genuinely did enjoy, primarily due to finding out most horses have lore and how well they were translated to the media being produced. It's not on the same level as Warhammer lore, but it's lore, and I genuinely liked finding out about it. But if I had to say who the best horse is, it is obviously Goldship. Fuck you. Anyway, that's all I have to say, and bye-bye.
God, dude, Uma Musume is fucking great. I need to finish it. I need to finish the 2nd season. Why am I recommended 2 of my own videos? But yeah, like it's just so good. It's so good, and the animation quality just keeps getting better and better, man. It's insane. It's insane. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, scribble, and all that YouTube jazz. And I will catch you all in the next one. Later.